Too much to lose. Recently, I read an article in a magazine, and it discussed the dangers involved with leading church with the millennial generation.
All right.
The article suggested that the church, the modern church, has a new theology of selfishness and individualism.
All right.
Where everyone that comes to church is often admonished to touch your neighbor. A lot of us are trying to avoid our neighbor. We're living in a day and time where the theological position of most people is, I got mine.
Yeah.
You better try to get yours. In today's church, there's quite often no accountability. There's very little responsibility. And we walk away from church going our own separate ways. There's no responsibility for the community that we live in. No responsibility for the community that we worship in. We've lost the concept of being our brother's keeper. No longer are the times where we look out for one another. Nowadays, we try to avoid one another. There was a time you had to run folk out of the church. But now you got to try to hold them in the church before the end of the service. But when you read the text today, I want us to understand the very nature of God's divine strategy is that He created us to be a community. And we worship as a community. We praise God as a community. There are times where we are individualized. We get in our own individual closets. We can talk to God for our own self. But when we come to church on a Sunday morning, we ought to be a community of believers. It's easy to understand that God's intent in this text is that everything should remain interconnected. God does things by relationship and interconnectedness of community. Jesus in our text today shows another example of responsibility of community. By first reading the text, you'll get the indication that Jesus was simply admonishing Peter to be aware of Satan's tactics. Jesus started out and said, Simon, Simon, the devil desires to have you. In the context of this text, we find the disciples, they are sitting around the Lord's Supper table. Now get this picture real quick. They are in the upper room having the Lord's Supper. This supper represents community, communion, and oneness. They are in a discussion while Jesus is not there of who's going to be next in line. So let's paint the picture. Now, the disciples have heard and they believe that Jesus is about to leave them. Jesus has given them notice that he won't be with them long. So there's a discussion amongst the disciples of who's going to lead this group next. So imagine the individualism that was going on amongst the disciples. You can imagine they were all sizing each other up. They were all tearing each other down. They were all looking at each other one way or another. Amen. Come on now, we've all been there when we looked at our brother and we remember where he failed at. Amen. We remember how he came short. Amen. We remember how sin took control of his life. And I can imagine that the disciples were measuring one another up and trying to see who was going to be next in line. But I'm stopped by to tell y'all today, I've got too much to lose. And I want you to know that the disciples knew Jesus was on his way out. They knew Jesus was about to leave them. And they were all wondering who was going to take his place as leader. No, as often that happens when your priority is power, you start to forget about community. When there is a power struggle, you start being individualized. You start being all about yourself. You start being self-righteous. community. Yeah, self-righteousness has to take a back seat. Because in the community of Christ, Jesus is the head. And when you are all about community, you don't have any room for the devil to come in. Because it's all about Christ and nothing else. Amen. Jesus stepped in and had a conversation with Simon. He said, Simon, Simon, Satan is after you to sift you as wheat. He said, but I have prayed for you. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like much, but if you were to read this in the Greek text, you will discover that what Jesus is really saying is, when Jesus says, Simon, I'm praying for you.
My Lord.
In the Greek text, it means, it would read a little bit something like this. He says, Simon, Simon, Satan is after y'all. To sift y'all as wheat. But I have prayed for you. So listen, church. Satan is after y'all to sift y'all as wheat. But Jesus has already prayed for you. Let's say it one more time, church. Satan is after y'all. But he's already prayed for y'all. Amen. Amen. I know you're a smart congregation.
That's good.
So the question becomes, if Satan is after everybody, why does Jesus pray for Simon? All right, y'all didn't ask that question. I did, amen. If the devil is after everybody, why did Jesus say, I'm praying for you, Simon? I struggle with this question, but the Holy Spirit revealed to me that he named Simon the Rock. He's the powerful one. He's the sensible one. He's the established one. So Jesus says, Simon, when the devil comes after y'all, you'll be the one to get up first. Because I've labeled you as the rock. And after you get up, go back and get your brothers and get them up. Amen. He says, Simon, because you got up just because if the devil gets you, he gets y'all. So Simon, I need you to get yourself together because you got too much to lose. So I might be speaking to some father in here. If the devil gets you, father, he gets all of y'all. I might be speaking to some mother in here. If the devil gets you, he got all of y'all. Amen. Pastor Grant, if the devil gets you, he got all of y'all. Amen. But I've got too much to lose. The word is, it's not just for men. But there are some women in here who are leaders. There are some women who are employers and entrepreneurs. There are some women in here who are raising children on their own. So I want you to be encouraged. You got too much to lose. There was a time when we could just speak to the men, and the men who were leading the families could go back and take the message. But we're living in a day where the devil is busy, and he done got a whole lot of men out of position. So now I gotta include the women in the situation and let you know you got too much to lose. I dare you to look at somebody and tell them today, I got too much to lose. I can't let the devil have my family. I can't let the devil have my ministry. I can't let the devil have my church. The devil cannot have my community. I got too much to lose.
Go ahead.
It's about three things here in this text I want to point out today that'll help us, known as Simon. When the devil comes after y'all. And listen, he's coming. Amen. It's just a matter of when. Amen. I'm telling you, he is coming. Real quick, my first point, don't allow your old person to mess up your new purpose. Don't allow your old person to mess up your new purpose. I don't care how long you've been saved. There's some old still in you. Here's the struggle. When I got saved, my old nature didn't disappear. When the Lord my life, I didn't get a brand new body.
All right.
I didn't get a brand new mind. But he converted my mind. He says, when I became a new creature, all things were passed away. All things are become new. Amen. But I still got some old inside of me. My old nature is simply brought under subjection by the new nature. Which means that the Christ in me can stop me from saying some of the words I used to love to say. It means the Christ in me. It prevents me from going to some of the places I used to go. The new Christ in me stopped me from doing the many very things that I knew I had no business doing. The challenge is my old nature knows tricks my new nature doesn't know. How many of us can agree that the enemy can tailor-make some temptation for us? Listen, what tempts me might not affect you. Yeah, so the enemy has to tailor-make temptation just for you. Yeah, so temptation suggests that when something is put in front of you, you have the option to say yes or to say no. So the devil customizes temptation just for you. Yeah, the devil doesn't put in front of us what doesn't make us weak. He doesn't put in front of you what doesn't make you weak. Yeah, if you think a second time about it, the devil is right on time. And he knows exactly what will push you over the edge. He knows exactly who can fall and get you off your straight and narrow. He knows exactly who can come to your cubicle and get you off track. Amen. He's got some custom-made temptation just for you. That's why you shouldn't condemn other people when they fall. Because, too often we'll talk about people when they fall. But you can't get too tempted to laugh at them when they fall. Because your turn is coming up soon. And it's the decision of whether you'll pass the test or you will fail. Remember that when Jesus took a survey, let's get back to our text. Jesus does something strange. In our text, he says, Simon, Simon. He called him Simon, Simon. Remember when Jesus took a survey in our text in Matthew 16, he says, who do men say that I am? In Matthew 16, verse 13, I'm going to read it to you real quick. When Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked the disciples saying, who do men say that I am? And they said, some say thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. He said to them, who do you say I am? Verse 16, Simon Peter answered, said, thou art Christ, the Son of the living God. Jesus answered and said unto him, blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah. Flesh and blood has not revealed it to thee, but my Father which is in heaven. In verse 18, and he said, I say also unto thee, that thou art Peter. And upon this rock I will build my church. The gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Remember, Jesus said, blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah.
All right.
Thou shalt be called Peter. Petros. Now in our text today, Jesus called him, he said, Simon, Simon. The devil has desired to have you. I asked the text said, Simon, Simon. I asked the text, why you call him Simon, Simon? When clearly Jesus said, for thou art Peter, the rock. Well, the text spoke back to me, and the text said, sometimes Jesus has to speak to the old man. You see, Jesus said, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you. For now you shall be called Peter, the rock. But Jesus in our text today, he said, look, Simon, Simon, I'm not talking about Peter. been delivered. I'm not talking about Peter, the leader of the disciples. I'm talking to the old man, Simon. I'm talking to that one that knows how to cuss. I'm talking to the one that's going to pull out the knife and cut the old disciple. That's the one I'm talking about. Simon, Satan has desire to have you. I want you to know today, there's a whole lot of Simons in this house today. Simon in you, although God delivered you, brought you out, saved you, you still got some Simon in you. Don't let your old person mess up your new purpose. And although you got Simon in you, you put Simon in check and you let God get the glory in your life. Don't let Simon. Yeah, too often we put Simon on Facebook. Yeah, we let Simon speak out on Instagram. We let Simon go out on Twitter. We need to put Simon in check. Because I got too much to lose. So don't let your old person mess up your new purpose. Secondly, we got to see in our text, God gives divine permission for a satanic purpose. He gives divine permission for a satanic purpose. You might look at me and say, what? Let me prove it to you. In the book of Job, sons and daughters in the presence of God, and Satan is amongst them. I want you to think about, you can never come together in a holy moment without some satanic presence. Yeah, we come to church on Sunday morning to give God praise, glory, adoration, honor, and everything, but there's always going to be some satanic presence. Yeah. So Satan is always in the midst. All right. But God said unto Satan in Job, where are you coming from? Have you? And the enemy said, going back and forth, seeking who I can devour. God said unto Satan, have you considered my servant Job? Job, the enemy answered and said, yeah, I considered him, but you got a hedge around. All right. The very words that Satan uses suggest something we ought to celebrate on today. The only way Satan would say what he did is if he's been trying to get you and he can't. Y'all missed it. The only way Satan is going to respond to God is if he tried to get you and he couldn't. That's the only way he's going to say, God, I tried, Grant. But you got a hedge around it. So that means Satan's attempt to try to get you, it was blocked by God's hand. Sometimes God gives divine permission for a satanic purpose. Look, we spend so much time whining to God and saying, God, why you let this stuff happen to me? But come on now, let's sit down and let's think about this thing. How many times have God not allowed something to happen to you? And you didn't know nothing about it. Come here, Job. The Bible says, Satan said, I tried to get Job. But God, I couldn't get him because you got a hand in front of him. And because you got a hand in front of him, I can't get to him. So that's one instance right there. Job knew nothing about Satan coming to his doorstep. So come on, today instead of complaining and saying, God, why me? God, why I got this cancer? God, why I ain't got no money in my bank? God, why I'm behind on my bills? God, why I got to deal with these bad children? God, why I got to deal with unemployment one more time? Let's replace that and say, God, thank you for not letting your come. God, thank you for delivering me from. God, thank you for saving me from. All that stuff he blocked from you that you never had to deal with. Lord, I thank you. desired to have you.
All right.
So what does that look like? It looks just like Job, amen? The text says, Simon, Simon, Satan has asked. That's all we need to know right there. Look, he had to go to God and ask permission to sift Simon as wheat. But the text says, Jesus said, I've already prayed for you. So look, when you feel like you're down and out, you got to know whatever you're dealing with, whatever storm comes your way, whatever you're dealing with, you got to know God gave permission. Yeah, he gave divine permission for satanic purposes. The text says a little better than this. What the devil meant for my bad, God turned it around for my good. Amen. So listen, don't be dismayed, don't be worried, don't let that stuff bother you, because God is going to work it out in the end. Amen. And you might ask, why is he going to work it out? Because he prayed for you. And you got too much to lose. It says, I prayed for you that your faith fails not.
All right.
He said, Simon, I'm praying that your faith don't fail. So when the battle comes, you'll be able to stand up and make me proud. The devil will try to make you forget what you already know about God. That's why Bible study and Sunday school is so important. It's going to instill, it's going to build you up. So when you go through that test, when you go through that storm, you already know I've got too much to lose. I gotta hurry up. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead. My third point, God provides the answer before Satan presents a problem. It's in the text. It's in the text. All right. It says, Simon, Simon, Satan desires to have you. But I pray for you that your faith fails not. And he says, and when thou art converted. All right. That's the answer right there. And when. That's your victory right there. And when. He didn't say him. He didn't say maybe. He said, and when thou art converted. Because Simon, I pray for you. And when I pray for you, I got to connect you to my Father. The one that's in heaven that can make stuff happen. So I pray for you. And when you are converted, strengthen your brother. Real quick before I go on, the devil don't want your money. The devil don't want your car. The devil don't want your home. The devil don't want your clothes. The devil don't want your spouse. The devil really don't want your children. The text says he wants your faith. Jesus said, I pray for you that your faith fails not. So when you get an attack on your finances, he's trying to destroy your faith. He don't care how much money you got in your bank, but he's trying to destroy your faith. He don't care how many friends you got on Facebook, he's trying to destroy your faith. Might look like he's attacking your body, but truth of the matter is, he's trying to destroy your faith. I've got too much to do. So lastly, God provides the answer before Satan presents the problem. Scholars suggest that Jesus is speaking when Peter will deny him 3 times. He said, and when thou art converted. What the devil wants us to do is still in the future. Jesus prophesies in the present. What will happen in the future? And he says, and when thou art converted. So he's talking to right now. He's talking to what's going to happen in the future right now. He says, and when you are converted.
That's right.
Strengthen thy brother.
Yeah.
I just helped somebody in here. So in other words, Jesus is saying, when you get up, go back and strengthen your brother. Yeah, when he said, when you get the revelation, go back and strengthen your brother. He said, when you get off that milk and you can eat a steak in the house of the Lord, go back and strengthen your brother, because I've got too much to lose. Because if the devil gets Pastor Maddox, he got all the new covenant. Amen. If the devil gets Grant, he got all of Gideon. Too much to lose.
Come on here.
When you get up, before your problems show up, I want you to know you've got too much to lose. I want somebody to give him some praise for a problem that hasn't showed up just yet. Because I want you to know, when you get up, strengthen your brother. Problems, they come and they go, but when you get up, don't forget the one that lifted you up. When you get up, don't forget the hand that never changed, that brought you out of the muck and mire. When you get up, strengthen your brother. Yeah, and when you come back, go get your brother. Yeah, that means you ain't qualified to deliver nobody until you come out yourself.
Go ahead, boy.
Yeah, how are you qualified, you might ask? I know a song that said, through many dangers, toil and snares, I've already come. So that means I already came through some stuff. That means God saw me through some stuff. And I acknowledge He's the one that brought me through some stuff. So now I can go tell somebody else, I've got too much to lose. They took my Savior Jesus from judgment hall to judgment hall. And he never said a mumbling word. They busted his lip, they bruised his eyes, but he never said a mumbling word. They took him to the first judgment hall. The man said, I find no fault in it. They took him to another judgment hall. I find no fault in him. So they took him back to the first one, and they asked the Jewish people, either we crucify Jesus or release Barabbas. And they said, give us Barabbas. Crucify Jesus. And Jesus never said a mumbling word, because he knew his assignment was to God. Everything Jesus did was for somebody else. Because he had too much to lose. They put an old rugged cross on his back. Marched him up Golgotha's hill. Never said a mumbling word. Because he had too much to lose. He got up on that rugged cross. They nailed his hands. Spiked his feet. He hung his head in the shoulder, in the socket. Because he got too much to lose. But I thank God today that he said, it is finished. He gave up the ghost on that old rugged cross because he had too much to lose. They say he could have called a legion of angels to rescue him off the cross. But he had too much to lose. I thank God for Jesus today. That he had too much to lose. And you might ask yourself, what is too much? We are all too much. So he stayed on that cross all night Friday, all night Saturday, all night Saturday night. But they tell me early Sunday morning, he got up, he got up, he got up, he got up with all power in his hand. He had too much to lose. But the Bible says, the way you see him leave, he's coming back. He's coming back. He's coming after a church without spot, blemish, or wrinkle. man.
Yeah.
We got too much to lose. Thank you, Lord. Simon's still in us. Amen. Still desires to have us. But thanks be to God. Today, we realize we've got too much to lose.